Hey, what's up, everyone? All right, I'm really excited about this. So, I was sent this game called Spires in Hildegard for a product demonstration, and I've been playing it, everything. Really, really love this game. I'm going to kind of walk you through it. But first off, I've got to say, I love, love, love the artwork. So, this game is essentially a single player game. Now, you can have two players, but for a two-player game, it's essentially a cooperative game. All right, so you're not playing against each other. You're kind of a team, and you kind of take turns rolling the dice. So it's a card game with dice, and it kind of reminds me a bit of the like back in the '80s, like when I was a kid or early teen. There are these books, like D&D books, that were choose your own adventure, and you'd read it, and then you'd have to make a decision. And you go to a certain page, or you might roll a die or whatever, and whatever happens. So it's kind of like that, except with cards. And you turn over the cards. You can battle or attack opponents. You make decisions, you can collect items, and everything that you do has a consequence, and it tells you what card to turn over. So this is a card game where you don't shuffle the cards. They're basically stacked all in order, and they are numbered. So really cool there. So I love the artwork on it. That's one thing. So this is just the box cover, and you have four decks, and each deck is a chapter. So you can play like one just super long game, or you can play like four shorter games going chapter to chapter. But each one numbered is sequential. So you can do it as just one long, almost like a movie. Okay, so these are the cards. The artwork I love. I'm currently reading Dungeon Dungeon Crawler Carl, and it's giving me kind of those vibes, just with the heck. If you read it, you know about Hecla and her maidens and everything. So it's kind of like that Norse mythology kind of right there. So the artwork is just really great. So what happens? Let me just turn it over and show you the cards and kind of go over the gameplay a little bit. Okay, so the setup is going to be we're starting with chapter one, and we have our deck right there. We allow room for a discard pile, and then we have what we call our shot dice right there, and that is how you do your attack rolls. And then you have your other shot dice, your wild shot dice right there, which will actually be one die. And as you grow, you can do the other die where they give you better chances. And then you have gold counters, and then you've got little marker cubes. And these all come with little Ziploc patches to keep everything nice and tidy. So you start off, everything is unshuffled and numbered. You choose one of these three starting cards. So we're going to flip it over right here. This is the first one. And then again, it tells you, it gives you the story right here. And then, I gain gold, piece of marksmanships, and tells me what cards to pull. And then the decision I can make right there. So I'll pull those three cards, and then I can either go to card number two or number eight, and that's kind of how it progresses. Now let's go over kind of how battle takes place. Okay, so here's a what we call an attack card. So this is going to be a creature that I would attack right here. And then, so basically, you roll the die, you roll your shot dice, and you want to make bullseye combinations. So this right here, these tell you the different die that are valid where you can make a bullseye. And essentially, it's going to be like it's pretty intuitive. Like that would be a bullseye, like that would be a bullseye with that and so forth. The instruction manual, which is really great, it's right over here, kind of walks you through everything. So this tells you like how many bullseyes you need, the number of die that you can roll. Out of all these, I can only roll two die. And sets is really the number of rolls that you can have. Okay, you get a bonus. So if I were to get two bullseyes, then I get that bonus right there. And then again, these are what I can do. Now it's also kind of like Yahtzee too. So if you're doing multiple rolls, so this is one set, but if I had like two or three sets or more than one set, I can basically save some of my roll, maybe keep one die and then roll the other. So it's kind of like Yahtzee in that way. Um, and then if you win, you have your reward for winning, and then you also have what happens. So, if I win, I draw card 30, or if I miss, 32. And this is essentially how play goes along. Again, you have your character card, you can actually collect items and things like that, but because of the decisions you make and the way that you roll, you really have kind of unlimited potential, and this is actually fun doing replays of it. And that's just chapter one. You got four more chapters. My only really nitpicky thing is I wish these cards were a little bit larger. With my eyesight, even with my reader glasses on, these are the text is a little hard to read. So I wish they were a little bit bigger, just for those of us who are aging and our eyesight is kind of poor. But other than that, this is a really fun game. And again, I just love the whole artwork and just really everything about this.